is being caused by that choroid process sticking out, pushing out, and the head of the bone is in there, and that's sort of pushing out. So you really have a corner here, and that's something that a lot of people really miss. Okay. Now we have to look at at that point here. Now you have to really think of the pectoralis muscles. And it's better here, we can talk about it on the other side here. They pull, the top part pulls off the clavicle right here. And since this arm is turning, so it's going back, it's over here starting. So it's going across, it pulls this way. Because it's going over and attaching to the arm over here. And it's pulling off of the front of the rib cage across here. So when the arm is lifted, this is going way up like this, and it's pulling up through here this way. And it's not just a line. You got to keep in mind now this is a curved surface, and when you lift it up and that arm's coming slightly forward, this becomes a plane in here that we can take and see. Okay, on the other side here, that pec is coming across and going over, and it really blends into the deltoid here. So we could see this is pulling down, we're going through in here, the pec's coming across. And if you look at your anatomy book, I'm sure you've already realized that this is a fanning type motion that takes place in here. And so and the rib cage is curved. So as that arm goes back, we can actually feel the chest going back through here. Then these are round forms. So you're really seeing that. Now, what happens with the deltoid on the other side? See, the deltoid attaches all the way across through here. Now, what we get there then is that when you're dealing with the back and here where it's attaching, that's all, but that arm lifts up. All the stuff, the deltoid is going down in, and the pecs are coming up this way. So this becomes, it all blends in. It all blends in up in here. And the deltoid's coming all the way from the corner, so it comes to fold through here. Now, what's important here is that you really see that there's this triangular shape right here. So you can see that triangle taking place right at that point. And the latissimus dorsi, or excuse me, your trapezius, is pulling from the back, and it comes all the way around, and it's part of this shape here. It's coming out, so we got this real width that's taking place, and this is coming up from on top. So you're working with all of this stuff. Then at the neck, I know this is getting to sound complicated, but if you take it step by step as you're doing the drawing, you're always trying to find. When every time you're drawing a line, you're trying to take and see where it's coming from, where it's going. So your sternocleidomastoid from behind the ear, see, it's coming forward. Yeah, that comes into the pit of the neck and also to the clavicle. That's where the name comes from. And then you have the muscles that come off the base of the skull and the back. And coming through, and you got stuff that goes inside, so a lot of times we're feeling a pulling in here. But so you get an overlapping of a series of lines as we're going through. Now, as that arm pulls back, see, we're getting a bulging taking place because of the scapula. The muscles come to it heavy. So that's really the beginning. That's really the beginning of the whole process there. Now, why don't we take and let me do this a little, do the same thing, but we'll take and look at from the back. Well, first, we would be at the same time here. Then see at this view, you would be seeing the muscles from the back. You'd be seeing the latissimus dorsi, the serratus anterior muscles, the muscles that are coming from the underside of the scapula, those fingers that we see coming down. And usually don't see more than 3 or 4, if any. A person has to be fairly well developed to be able to see that stuff. We're really skinny. Okay, so now, and if this was a female, then the breast would be sitting, of course, on top, and we start building into that. But you have to think three-dimensionally. On the other side here, we would be seeing probably here either the latissimus dorsi or teres major, the combinations. Let me do another drawing, and we'll take and turn this thing around now. Okay, to add a little bit and close a few of these things. Well, here, as we're doing this, you can see where we started. Just start adding, and then building on top of that. Okay, so now let's just step back and we'll work on the back. We'll do sort of, again, a little different angle here. I'm going to take and you're thinking the head is bent down slightly. Now, so when I do that, I'm taking, and actually I think of the base of the skull. Coming through, coming around, and I'm feeling the figure is going back in this way. Okay, so I'm taking, as I'm doing this, and we'll just real quickly think of, well, okay, here, let's say the arm is going off out here, and this one here is coming back this way. So I'm just feeling very, very simply how they go. Okay, so the next step in there would be to take and